Hello and welcome back to the channel, everybody. My name is Dark Sage Walker, and last time we were playing, we took a good look at the game's newest character, Katana. Ooh, pardon me. That was unexpected. So, here's the thing with Katana. I think she's a very strong character, and I enjoyed the time that I spent using her. And I will probably continue experimenting with builds that take advantage of Katana's ability to summon magic swords. But we can't just keep doing videos on one character, at least not until it's time to start learning the kill count meta. And who knows, maybe by the time that happens, 20 minutes till dawn Ember Path will be a thing, and I know I don't have a lot to go on to determine whether or not that'll be a good game. But the art style is really making me think on that one, so looking forward to it. You know, whatever you have planned, Flan, I'm down for it. I'm ready to see it. But for right now, why don't we move on to another character, Luna. Not gonna lie, Luna's abilities don't really spark joy for me, but eh. I mean, it's always very possible that I could be the one in the wrong on that one. Maybe I just don't understand Luna well enough. But we're gonna try to clear with the magic bow. And in order to make the magic bow pop, let's see. Is damage or fire rate and reload rate more appropriate for the bow? I'm gonna say fire rate and reload rate. Close combat? I mean, unless... I think, actually... Well, no, I think close combat is the right idea. I will, of course, start with Glass Cannon. That brings us down to what down here is the right option. And I think it's either going to be Cadence or Dedication. Now, this is one of those weapons where something happening on reload is guaranteed, or... yeah, and... every time you reload, let me just explain this, I'm rambling like an idiot, but every time you reload with the magic bow, the arrows that you fired come rushing back to you and they hit enemies again, like a very delayed boomerang effect. So I'm not necessarily looking to use Ethereal. So I guess the question is, am I okay looking for exactly one summon? I think I'm going to try it, because that one summon will probably either be the magic spears or the scythe. And then I rarely mess with anything on the shield end, and I don't think I'm going to this time either. Unless, like, I could always take healing. But we're going to try with the dodge chance and see how that works for us. I don't necessarily need more movement speed. I don't necessarily care about the seismic wards. Plus, I think if I take that, that would count as my one summon, and I don't want to do that. So I think we're good to go. So we're going to take that, we're going to do that, we're going to go to the forest, and we're going to have ourselves a grand old time, aren't we? So what does Luna do? Every time she reloads, she creates that black hole at an exact distance, just depending on where you're aiming. So you can probably guess for yourself as to how effective those black holes are, but I'm not a fan. Alright, so what are the things that we're going to want the most? I think we're going to want to go down the double shot tree, we're going to want to go down the power tree, and of course if we find our scythe, we take that. I think Frost Mage is the best thing to take there. But as you can see, because of how the weapon works, you really want double shot. Like, it's not like a matter of opinion. You need double shot. You need more crowd control. But, of course, the game doesn't want to give me that. I do get my scythe, though. Alright, and there we go. We'll take Windborn. And as you can see, Dedication is now kicked in. So we've got ourselves a lovely little close-range protector while we attempt to build something out of this bow here. Yep, take reload. Now, obviously, having the orbital is helpful, but we really need to make ourselves at least a little bit more self-sustaining. Oh, there it is, double shot. Okay. That kind of trumps everything else. And this is one of those weapons, like, with every weapon, more shots is always helpful. But with this weapon, it's almost a necessity. Trainer, because why not? Pulsing summons, interesting. Then there's also a rapid fire. See, at this point, we're starting to delude the upgrades by going down so many paths at once. So let's try to keep ourselves semi-focused on one thing. Alright, so now when the black holes end, they spit out more bullets. They only do half the damage of normal bullets, but it's still something, and it's still triggering my on-hit effects, so not complaining about that. Okay, so at this point, what do we want to focus on? Well, we still need to focus on Power Shot, we need to get down to Fusillade, and maybe eventually to Stand Your Ground. But that is not super important. Obviously, fire rate is a good thing to have no matter what. Like, it is one of your most important stats, so... But at this point, something like Fan Fire would be really nice. Let's see, Split Fire is good. Frostbite is good too, but let me focus on just getting more arrows out there so I have more to recall. Okay. Oof. Bloodsuckers. Okay, we lived. I don't know how, but we lived. I think Tome of Might is the best thing for us to take. Which gives us another route to a little bit of extra damage by going down the Vitality tree. Admittedly, I don't really care that much about Gale, it's just what I'm getting in, it's what I got offered an upgrade for, so... Yeah. Okay, so... Light bullets, I think, is definitely a good thing to take. For what it's worth, I kinda don't think Luna is a very strong character, but hey, I managed to beat Darkness 15 with her. There's certainly nothing saying I can't do it again. Alright, now we need damage improvements. Anything good here? Soul Shield. It's more survivability. As you can see, it's taken me a good few shots to take out anything at the moment, so we could really use those damage improvements. Right now, it's not just Power Shot, that would be nice. Frostbite would be good. Take Aim is okay, but narrowing the spread would be a huge issue. Still, it does have two things that would help my damage. Both Assassination and Penetration would be good. Yeah, why not? Like, I honestly hope that they make Luna a better character in the next game. So, I'm thinking Thundercaller. Because now when the arrows return to me, they can also trigger that ice effect. And they're triggering the lightning effect. What do we got now? So Eye of the Storm is good, so is Nimble. Let's start with Eye of the Storm. Now we've got... Okay, Penetration isn't exactly what I thought it was, but we're gonna take it because it's another step towards Assassination. Actually, I think it's just called Assassin. So I may be very wrong about that. Well, there's Power Shot, so that we definitely need. Like, I had mentioned needing that earlier. Frankly, the entire power shot tree would be helpful right about now. Wait, Soul Expand. I think we take Ice Shard. That'll get us down to some more crowd control options, like Shatter. Also, just one less thing I have to worry about, and since I'm always firing off all of my ammunition, I'll always get those ice shards, so that's more crowd control in and of itself. Alright, we're starting to get to a particularly... we're starting to get to the most difficult point of the run here, so... Here's hoping we don't flounder. What do we got? Wind Cutter... I'm gonna take Nimble. I think a little more survivability is not going to hurt. Woof. Alright, come on. We can do this. I know that the... Like, I don't think it's a boss. This is an elite, but I know it's there. Owie. Okay, starting to get tripped up a little. Also, notice it's taking for freaking ever to level up right now. Okay, anything good? Take reflex. Okay, so now the black hole's closing does damage equal to my bullet damage, so... Now more than ever, I could really use that more from that power tree. Like, if I can get down to Reaper rounds, that'd be really nice. Like, I'm dodging a lot of attacks for sure, but you'll also notice I'm having a hard time killing anything. Like, chalk this up to just how difficult it is to A, level up, and B, get to anything decent on any of my upgrade trees. Like, this is one of the points where the game is just messing with you. Like, I've got multiple sources of damage that are doing just fine, but I'm having a very hard time getting to what I really need. As of right now, the best thing I can do is just keep placing these black holes in areas that'll pull enemies far away from me. Oh, there we go. Finally, something good. Big shot. Oops. Oh shit, here comes the boss. Alright, now we have to just start kiting things around. Now you might be thinking to yourself, okay, the black holes can't be doing that poorly. I mean, the whole point of them is to reposition enemies, right? Well, part of the problem is that a good chunk of the time the enemies get repositioned into you. That's kind of where I take my issue with the black holes, is that they're really not as helpful as one would think. Like, I would love to say something different about them, because the idea is neat. I do like Luna's character design. I just think her ability is lacking. Soul expand. Now, I'm sure you will have noticed that on my stronger builds, I've had these bosses down well before now. That is down to both a weakness of the character's ability and the magic bow in general just being kind of a weapon. I want to like the magic bow more than I do, but every time I use it, I always feel it's so underwhelming. But that could also just be the roguelite nature of the game. Like, maybe the problem is I keep just getting the wrong power-ups to make the magic bow pop. Problem is, none of these are really that useful. But with a faster reload rate, I don't know, we'll grab it. We'll finally take Wind Cutter. You know what I really need is Reaper Bullets. But at this point, I'm probably going to win the run, but it's definitely not without a struggle. And now I create a second black hole. And there's Assassin. Alright, so now it'll be much easier to kill enemies. Between Frostbite and Assassin, I'd say that will significantly help. But these are things that probably could have helped, like, I don't know, 9 minutes ago. I also wouldn't exactly be displeased, wouldn't have been displeased with Tome of Elements. Whatever, grab Siege. Maybe with any luck we'll spend the last few seconds with Stand Your Ground. Although that would put me in a weird position because Stand Your Ground lowers your movement speed. And movement speed is part of what's powering Gale and my Scythe. Scythe Mastery. And a little bit more bullet damage. Lord knows I could use it. Or rather, I could have used it way earlier in the run. There's really nothing that's going to help that much at this point. Alright! I somehow managed to pull that off. And with just shy of 11,000 kills. Like, that wasn't a bad run, it just felt bad because Luna's abilities don't control enemies as well as I would like. Like, the black holes should be bigger, is kind of what it boils down to. They would do their job a lot better if they not only were bigger, but did at least a little bit of damage just right out of the bag. That way Luna would feel so much less vulnerable. But hey, I got it done. And not a bad run either, if I do say so myself. Definitely got to put dedication to use, and I think dedication is better than you would originally think by looking at it. Like, I really think that you're almost always going to end up taking one summon just because it's the best of the upgrades that it's offering you. So why not make that summon 50% faster and 50% stronger? It's just my thought on it. But anyway, that's all the time I have for today, so thank you guys very much for watching and supporting my content. I really do appreciate you coming and spending your free time here with me today. I hope you have a fantastic day or night wherever you may happen to be, and I will catch you in the next one. My name is Dark Sage Walker, and take care, everybody.